Today our topic is rounding, comparing and ordering. And now the subtopic is how to round off nearest 10, 100,000, 10,000 and 100,000. So let's get started. What is rounding off? Rounding means making a number simpler but keeping its value closer to what it was. For example, 52 is rounded nearest 10 is 50. If you see in the number line, I'm saying this is the number line and this 52 is lying between 50 and 60. Okay, and the midpoint of this number line is 55. So 55 is lying here. So you see that this number is closer to this 50. So when we round off this number 52, the answer is 50. Let's see another example. 55 is rounded nearest 10 is 60. If I make a number line, this 56 is lying between, firstly you check this number is lying between 50 and 60 and the midpoint is 55. Now this 56 is lying here. So this number is closest to this 60. So the answer is 60. Let's see what is rounding to 10, 100 and 1000. Rounding to the nearest 10, 100 and 1000 allow us to approximation of the size of the number. We need to identify the number to the right of the tens, hundred or thousand column depending on what we are rounding to. If this number less than 5, round down. If this number is 5 or more than, round up. Here they saying that firstly I write here a number. Let's suppose I write 356. And they saying you have to round off this number nearest 10. You know that this is your ones column, this is your tens column and this is your 100 column. So when they're saying you have to round off this number nearest 10, you underline the tens value number and circle to the right number, that is ones. If this number is greater than 5 or equal to 5, then you have to move up, you round up. And if the circle digit is less than 5, you have to move back. So in this way, you can easily round nearest 10, 100 and 1000. Now next see how we can round numbers to the nearest 10,000 or 100,000. Here there are some rules are written. To round a number to the nearest 10,000, check the value of the 1000 digit place to decide whether to round up or round down. Here is an example. If the 1000 are 5000 or more, then you have to round up. And if they are 4999 or less, you have to round down. Okay, let's see is an example. 44,999. You have to round this number to the nearest 10,000 and the answer is 40,000. Because when I write here 44,999, this is your ones value, tens, hundred, thousand and 10,000. Now you have to round this value nearest 10,000. So this is your 10,000 place. You have to underline this value and circle the next digit. This is your next digit. Circle the next digit. Now if the circle digit is less than 5, so you have to round down. You have to round down down. So it means that this 44,999 is equal to 40,000. But if we discuss about 45,000 to the nearest 10,000, the answer is 50,000. Why? Because this is 45,000. This is the 10,000 place. You have to circle it, and this is the next place. You have to circle it, and you have to underline this value, and here you have to circle it. So this value is greater than 5 or equal to 5. You have to move up. Okay, so this 45,000 becomes 50,000. You have to add 1 on this place. Add 1 on this place. Now this becomes 50,000. यहाँ पे आपने 1 ऐड कर देना और बाकी all the digits become 0. Now move on the next step. To round a number nearest 100,000, check the 10,000 digit to decide whether to round up or round down. If the 10,000 are 50,000 or more, round up. If they are 49,999 or less, round down. Here is an example. 44 449,999 to the nearest 100,000. Let's see how. 44 449,999. So this is your ones place. Tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000 and 100,000 place. Now you have to round off this number nearest to the 100,000 place. So firstly you have to underline the 100,000 place where they saying to round off. सबसे पहले आपने क्या करना है, आपने उस प्लेस वैल्यू के डिजिट को अंडरलाइन कर लेना है जहाँ पे आपको बोला गया है कि इसको नियरेस्ट राउंड ऑफ करें. जैसे हमें यहाँ बोला गया है कि इस नंबर को नियरेस्ट 100,000 राउंड ऑफ करें, तो हमने क्या किया, हमने 100,000 की प्लेस वैल्यू डिजिट को डेट इज़ 4 इसको हमने अंडरलाइन कर लिया. अब नेक्स्ट स्टेप में हम क्या करेंगे, जो राइट साइड पे नंबर है उसको हम सर्कल कर लेंगे. तो हमने इसको सर्कल कर लिया. नाउ अब इस नंबर को हमने चेक करना है. इफ दिस नंबर इज लेस देन 5, सो यू हैव टू राउंड डाउन. और इफ दिस नंबर इज इक्वल टू 5 और ग्रेटर देन 5, then you have to round up. Now here this number is less than 5, so it means that these all digits become zeros and this becomes 400,000. Now next is saying, but here 450,000 to the nearest 100,000, the answer is 50,000. You have to use the same concept to understand this. Let's see. If I'm writing here 450,000, okay, so you know that this is your 100 place value 100,000 value because it's saying round of nearest to the 100,000, and this is your circle value, that is 5. So you have to add 1 when this value is equal to 5 or greater than 5, then you have to add plus 1 in this value. So this 4 becomes 5, and this all the next digit becomes 0. So you have to write down 0 here, and you get your answer. Now move to the next. Now this is your exercise 10.1, and the subtopic is how we can rounding the whole numbers. The first question is given to you: 2505 is equal to 2510 rounded to the nearest 10. Here is showing a number line. You see that this number is the midpoint, and this number 2505 is lying between 2500 and 2510, and this number is the midpoint of these two numbers, so it means that you have to round up. There is another method to round off this number. You, you can check this is your number, and this saying round it to the nearest tens. So this is your tens value, you have to underline this value, and this is your circled value. So this value is greater than 5 or equal to 5, so you have to round up. So so this becomes, so you have to add 1 here in this value. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, and the next digit becomes 0, so this 5 becomes 0. This is your answer. Now move on the next question: round these numbers to the nearest tens. So you have to focus, you have to round this number nearest 10. So your first number is 3509 to the nearest 10. So you can see that 3509, this is your ones value, this is your tens value. So they're saying that round nearest to the 10, so you have to underline this place and circle the next place. Now the circle value is greater than 5, so you have to add 1 to the tens place. Okay, so your answer will be 3510. The next number is 3489, and you have to round to the nearest tens. So again you have to follow the same concept. This is your ones value, this is your tens value. You have to just underline the number where they saying you have to round off, they saying round the nearest 10. So we have to underline this value, and this is your one. You have to circle the next digit. This digit is greater than 5. So now what you will do, you just have to add 1 here, plus 1, add plus 1 here. Okay, now this becomes 3400, this 8 becomes 9, and the next digit will be 0. So this is your answer. 3490. Now round it to the next number 4655 nearest to the 10 4655. So again follow the same concept. Firstly you have to write down the place value of these digits. Now the tens value, you have to underline this number and circle the next number, and here you see that the next number is greater than 5 or equal to 5. Yes, is it equal to 5? So you have to add 1 to the tens column and the next digit will be become 0. So the answer is 4660. So this is the answer. I hope you understand. I hope you understand the question number 1.